So welcome guys. So in this question, what we have to do, we have to find the pair. We have to find the pairs. Okay, minimum XOR pairs. Okay, so how we can find the pair? So I'm going to explain this code for the question. So I think we have to open our mod. I think okay. So this is your question. So the question is simple. We have to give in a numbers. We have to give in some numbers like this, arrays of numbers, and we have to find make a pair of XOR pairs. Okay, so how many XOR pairs can be done? Like AB, AC, AD, AE, and BC, BC, BD, BCD, C, and D. Okay, so this will pair because the BA cannot be done because this is follow a cumulative property like A XOR B equal to B XOR A. So we are not doing this. Okay, we are not doing this. Okay, so this pair can be possible. Okay, so we have to find a minimum XOR pair. Minimum XOR pair. We have to find a minimum pairs between them. Okay, we have to minimum pairs between them. Okay, so how we can solve? So if you put a n square, like if you put a loop like A and B, and we check out that A, B, C, D, then also we put a B. What I'm saying, we can put a loop, and it will take O n square time. How? We first we are putting loop which run like 5 times, then we put a loop, we first do traverse for A, then we are traverse for B, then we traverse for C, then we traverse for D. Okay, so every time there another loop will run. Okay, then it will take O n square. Okay, this will not good. Why? Because we can solve this like n log n plus O n. We can solve in this operation. Okay, how? I'm just explaining this how we can solve this. What we are going to do, we are going to do this, we have to sort this thing. We have to sort this. How? We have to sort this array. First we have to sort this array, and after sorting, what we are getting, after sorting we are getting, like if we have an array like A comma B comma C comma D comma E, then first we are sorting, we apply a sorting, and after sorting we are taking an log n operation. Okay, and then what we are doing, we are making a pair. We are checking our edge, like we are checking our A comma B, and then we are checking our B comma C, and then we are checking our C comma D, and then we are checking our D comma E. Okay, first we have to check only these conditions. We have to check only in these conditions, not checking everything like A comma B comma C comma D comma E. We are checking for only A comma B, B comma C, C comma D, D comma E. Why? First we are going to code this, and after that I am explaining why. What is the why? Not what I am explaining, but why. After coding I am explaining. Okay, so this is your what. So now I'm going to code this problem so that you understand in a very good manner. Okay, so first what we have to do, we have to take arrays dot sort. Okay, first we have to just sort the array. We have to sort this array. Okay, after that sorting, what we have to do, we have to take int min equal to integer dot max value. Okay, and after that what we are taking, we are taking array list of string, of result equal to new arr array list. Then okay, so after that what we're doing, we just put a loop. For int I equal to 0 and I less than arr dot length -1. After that what we are taking, we are compare our edge, our next state. Like we are compare this with this. We have to compare with our next move. Not everywhere I will compare. I will compare our next value. Okay, so we are taking XOR. So we are taking XOR. XOR of arr I XOR error of I XOR error of I XOR error I plus 1. Why? Because we are compare only with our next move. Okay, next move, next value. Okay, if XOR, if XOR is less than min, if XOR is less than min, then what we have to do? We have to update our min XOR, and then what we have to do? We are creating our result equal to new array list. New array list. Okay, and after that what we are doing? We are doing result dot add arr of I plus arr of I plus 1. Why? Because this is our minimum. Then we are creating a new array list. Every time this array list is updated, so that we are creating a new list. Because every time when we are getting our min, then we update our array list, so that we are creating a new array list. And after that we are taking XOR. We are taking XOR equal to min. At some stage, if our XOR is minimum, then also we add our result, add arr of I plus dot. It can be happen that that our XOR equal to min. So, okay, so we have to add in this condition also. Okay, so after that what we are doing? We have to just put traverse the loop for string val result. Okay, so this will done. So this will done. I think this will done. So now we have to go and print this. I think we are getting a wrong answer. So what is your answer is? What is your output? Our output is like same. Okay, we are not providing a comma here. Okay, so now we have to run it. We should accept it and submit it. So this is submitted. So now I am going to explain why this happened, why this thing is happened. Okay, so the problem is what? So we are going to check everywhere. So what I'm saying is, when we are going to do this, like when you have an array of a comma b comma c comma d comma e, what we are doing previously, we are checking that a comma b, a comma c, a comma d, a comma e. Okay, and we are checking b comma c, b comma d, b comma e. We are checking c comma d, c comma e, and we are checking at every time. Then we are putting a loop of n square. But now what we are doing, we just sort this array. First we are sort this array. After sorting, what we are doing, a comma b comma c comma d comma e, and then we are checking a comma b, b comma c, c comma d, d comma e. Then we are getting our result. So that it will take n log n plus on operation. This is very less than from that operation. Okay, so how this operation happens? First we have to tell that. Okay, so the operation will perform. How this operation will perform? So what I'm saying is how this operation will perform. So the operation will start from that position, like if a is less than b, less than c. Okay, so less than or equal b, less than or equal c. So then b is presented in the range of a comma c. Okay, then b is presented in the range of a comma c. Then if we're taking XOR a XOR with b, then it will always less than a XOR with c. And if we're taking XOR with a XOR, sorry, if we're taking XOR with, if we are taking XOR with v XOR c, then it will always less than a XOR c. Why? It can be happen that in both areas a XOR b or b XOR c minimum, but a XOR c can't be minimum. We can explain why this happened. What I'm saying, if a less than or equal b and b less than or equal to c, then a XOR b can be less than a XOR c, and b XOR c can be less than a XOR c. But this is happening. A XOR c can't be minimum. A XOR c can't be minimum. Why? I'm just explaining them. So I'm taking an example so that you understand what I'm saying. I'm saying that, like, if you're taking any number, like 995843 43612. Okay, 99. Okay, this is A, this is B, this is C. Okay, so we are taking 9958, and then we are taking like oh sorry, we are taking 9 here. Okay, 9 here, 42102. Okay, and then we are taking again here 99585. Okay, so at this stage, at this stage the number are equal. Why? Because we know that this can be happen, this can be happen like this: a less than or equal b less than or equal c. Okay, so it means b in the range of a and c, b in the range of a and c. And when b in the range of a and c, then the differentiation is started from here, then the difference is started from here. This will be can be same, this can be same, and the range of this and the range of change is presented between this 8436122 to this 494120. What I'm saying, the change is happened between this range, the change is happened between this range, because this will frame, because b can be in the range of a and c, b in the range of a and c. So the change will happen in this region. Okay, according to this region, we explore that a less than or a less than a XOR b is less than c less than b XOR c, or a XOR b are less than a XOR c, and a XOR b XOR c are less than a XOR c, or a XOR b less than b XOR c, or a XOR b is greater than b XOR c. Okay, so 4 type of condition will happen, but this condition will always try this condition will always true. Why? I'm just going to explain at this stage. So this stage the change will happen, and in this stage will confirm you understand when I'm going to explain in a binary digit. Okay, so I'm going to explain a binary digit. So in binary, what you are doing, you can take example this 1011 10x, 1 second, 1011. Okay, this is a, b 101, c 101, and also here this one. Okay, after that we are taking like 01101, after that 01011. Okay, so initially we know that a less than or equal b less than or equal c. Okay, so we know this condition. Okay, what I'm saying, we know this condition now: a less than or equal b less than or equal c. Okay, we know this condition. Okay, so a and b and c, a and b and c, this is capital B and capital C. Okay, so if b in the range of a and c, then at this stage the all thing are same at this stage, because b in the range of a and c now, so the all thing will be started will be same, but the change is happened here, because when we put any change, then change is starting from here and ended from here. The range is 101101 to 101011. Okay, so because b in the range of a and c, okay, so b can be started from here, b is starting from here, because this will be same, but change is happened here. Okay, because this b in the range of a and c. Okay, I hope you understand. Okay, but there are possibility of any number, there are possibility of 0 or 1. Okay, there are possibility of 0 or 1 when there are we presented 0, when there are we presented 0 and taking XOR. Then what happened when we are presented 0 and taking XOR of a and c? What happened with us when we are taking XOR? First I'm going to tell us again that if we are getting at 0 here, then this number will be smaller than this number. Why? Because there are we present a 1. What I'm saying is, if we are getting here 0 and we are getting here 1, then here any number can be possible, any number, but this number also always bigger than this. Why? Because this one will be presented here every will be 1, but if there are 1 is presented, then this number will be greater than this number. Why? Because at this position there are 0 presented, at this position there are 1 is presented. Okay, so every time this number is bigger than this number. Okay, so I hope you understand. So at this stage, when the number is 0 and then we are taking XOR, then we are getting, then a XOR b equal to, then this a XOR b equal to, then there are a XOR b equal to, then there are a XOR b equal to, what I'm saying is A XOR C now, because A less than C now, so there will become 0. Okay, because A less than B less than C. Okay, now so A should be 0 here, because this in a sorting order. This in a sorting order. Okay, so A less than B less than C. Okay, so now we are taking A XOR B. So when we are taking A XOR B, then it will give a 0. Okay, when there are 0, and then also we are taking A XOR C. A XOR C, and then it will give a 1. Okay, because this is different. So in 0, the A XOR B is less than A XOR C. Always. Okay. A XOR B is less than A XOR C. And when there are 1 presented, then B XOR C is 0 and A XOR C is 1. Okay. So at every condition, the A XOR C is not a minimum. A XOR C can't be minimum. A XOR C can't be minimum. The differentiation is here. A XOR B and B XOR C can be minimum. But we confirm that A XOR C can't be minimum. Why? We are put a 0 or 1 at this stage. What type of things happen? At this stage, it can be 0 or it can be 1. What we are saying is, at this stage, it can be 0 or it can be 1. So first we are compare with 0 with this and this. Then what we are getting, that A XOR B and B XOR C always less than A XOR C. What I'm saying is, A XOR B and B XOR C can be happen any time, but A XOR C always minimum. Okay, so A XOR B and B XOR C will be compared, not this. So we neglect when we have A comma B comma C in a sorting order, then we neglect this comparison. What we are doing, we are compared with A comma B and B comma C. We are not comparing A comma C again. Okay, so I hope you are understanding what I'm saying. We are comparing only A comma B and B comma C. We are not comparing A comma C, because this can't be minimum. This cannot be minimum, bro. This cannot be minimum. Okay, so I hope you understand everything, that if 0 and 1 can be happen here. Okay, according to 0 and 1 condition, it can be happen that A XOR B can be, A XOR B can be minimum or B XOR C can be minimum, but A XOR C can't be minimum, because this is in a sorting order, bro. There are 0, there are not 1. Okay, I hope you understand. So this is your logic. So I hope you understand everything in a very good manner. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.